Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the YouTube world, CJ Rose's back in the building. Welcome back to the channel. All right, this Saturday is the biggest party of the summer, one of the biggest pay-per-views of the year. It is SummerSlam, and WWE has quoted saying this was going to be the biggest pay-per-view of the year. And judging by the card, let's be honest, I'm not so sure about that. But you may never know. You know what I'm saying? WWE might pull a rabbit out the hat and boom, like we got one of the biggest pay-per-views of some time. You know what I'm saying? But only time will tell. You know, we don't put the cart before the horse over here. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that. All right, so 10-match card. We got a 10-match card. So expect a 4-hour show. That's all I gotta tell you. All right, let's get into it. All right, so the first match of the night I'm gonna get into will be Alexa Bliss versus Eva Marie. I can't really get into this match because I don't really care. I'm sorry. I don't care. And it's hard to care because, listen, Alexa Bliss is doing a very good job with this gimmick. She's pulling it off very well. You know what I'm saying? This whole dark persona, I get it. It's cool. And it worked tremendously in the Thunderdome. Because in the Thunderdome, you had no fans and you can get away with anything. You know what I'm saying? Here, where you have fans that everybody's always looking, everybody's got their phone out, you know, they can just make a video of anything that they see. You know what I'm saying? This persona won't cut it. So I think it's best if we go back to the goddess. You know what I'm saying? It's time to go back to the goddess. It's time. I believe it's time. It's time ticking, bro. It's time. And in terms of Eva Marie, I don't believe she's had a match since she came back. So that's another thing in itself. And I don't really care to see Eva Marie wrestle. I don't really care. She can do whatever she want, but just don't wrestle. I don't care about Eva Marie. Let's put it like that. I don't care about Eva Marie. I don't care about this match. Alexa Bliss is going to win, obviously. Because why the hell would Eva Marie win? And even if she does win, it's going to be over some nonsense. But, you know, even Alexa Bliss wins. Wipe your hands with it. I don't care. We move on. All right. Drew McIntyre versus Jinder Mahal. Another match I could care less about. Why? Well, for one, I'm glad that Drew McIntyre is not battling for the WWE Championship anymore. I'm glad he's doing something different. That's good. But the reason why I don't care about this match is because there really hasn't been... The build has been very, very weird. Like, okay, Jinder Mahal and Drew McIntyre had a match on Raw a couple weeks, maybe a month ago at this point. A month ago. And it ended in disqualification. And then Jinder Mahal decided to take Drew's sword, you know, that sword that he comes out with. He decides to take it and says, you know, you took my opportunity, so I'm going to take your sword. I don't know what opportunity Drew took from you because you haven't been on TV in a year. So what opportunity you take from you? I don't know. But all right. Then Drew McIntyre the next week trashes Jinder's motorcycle, breaks a little bit. Then from there, it's like, I don't know, you know, I don't know, bro. This is weird, but listen, it gives Drew something different to do, so I can't really be that mad at it. Drew McIntyre is definitely winning this match. If Jinder Mahal wins, then maybe they're going to do something different with Drew, which would be interesting. Do we turn Drew back heel after that? I doubt it, but it all depends. If he loses, then it depends. It depends how it goes, and it depends what story you make after that. But I don't really see Drew losing. So with that, I got Drew winning. What does he do after that? Probably another match with Jinder. Probably. Knowing WWE, I believe that. All right, move on. Sheamus defends the United States Championship against my boy Damian Priest. I would be more hyped about this match if they actually allowed Damian Priest to focus on Sheamus instead of focusing all his attention still on John Morrison and The Miz. Why are we still doing John Morrison and The Miz versus Damian Priest? We've been doing this since January. Since January. The beginning of the year. And some way, somehow, Damian Priest is either fighting The Miz or he's fighting Morrison. Why? Why is he still doing that? Why? Like, come on. Like, you give him something different. Okay. We give him Sheamus United States Championship. Okay. Cool. I'm fine with that. I believe that's where Damian Priest belongs. In the United States Championship picture. He's that talented. He's that good. I believe it. But if you're going to give him a shot, right? And he's got a shot at one of the biggest pay-per-views of the year. Shouldn't he be focusing on that? Shouldn't he be focused on Sheamus? Shouldn't he be just going out there having matches? You know, gearing up for Sheamus, who might be probably his toughest challenge since coming onto the roster? I'm just saying, doesn't that make sense? I mean, you beat Sheamus on Raw, I think maybe 2 to 3 weeks ago. Okay. You got shot at SummerSlam. All right. Say, you know, spit promos, talking about the match, talking about how, you know, you're going to walk in to SummerSlam, walk out, you're as champ, you know, do that. But get off Morrison and Miz. You should have been done with that ages ago. Hopefully we are done with that. I hope to God this past Monday we're fully done with the Morrison Miz versus Priest. I hope we're fully done with that. I'm tired of it. Hope we can move on. Okay, in terms of the match, it should be a great match. They had a very good match weeks ago. I'm expecting nothing different from this match at SummerSlam. Because I feel Priest has not been focused on Sheamus, I feel Sheamus should win this match. Simply off that. Like, do something that makes sure Priest is focused. Like, because you can't tell me he hasn't been focused on Sheamus, right, for the whole time leading up to SummerSlam. Then go into pay-per-view and then win the title. What kind of that's some ass backwards booking. No. He doesn't win. Damian Priest doesn't win. This is only his first shot at the title. He don't win. No. Build him up to that. Let's build him up to that. Please. So I got Sheamus winning. Sheamus is retaining. All right. Next matchup, we got the Raw Tag Team titles on the line as AJ Styles and Omos defend against Matt Riddle and Randy Orton, RK Bro. All right. So AJ Styles said on this past Raw that he has beaten every tag team there was on Raw. And you know what? I believe every word he speaks, because literally there's only 2 to 3 tag teams on Raw. So for him to sit there and say, we've beaten every tag team on Raw, I believe you. I fully believe you. I have no doubt of that. Because Raw has no tag teams. The Viking Raiders, the New Day, that's it. Maybe the Lucha House Party. That's it. No other tag teams. No, nobody else to speak a thought. I mean, you got T-Bar and Mace, I guess. And then you got Mansoor and Mustafa Ali, I guess. You know, but they've been doing battle with themselves, with each other, you know, like they ain't been thinking about the tag team titles. So you know, screw them. So now you got Randy Orton and Matt Riddle, RK Bro. They've been tag team for I think about almost 2 months now. I really thought it would be Riddle versus Randy Orton at SummerSlam based on what happened last week when Randy RKO'd Riddle. And I thought Riddle would come out here mad talking about, you know, you RKO'd me. You know, I was looking, you know, I was holding you down while you were gone. By the way, we still don't know why Randy Orton was gone for 7 weeks. I just want to put that out there. We still have no clue why Randy Orton was gone for that significant amount of time. He never came out here and never explained why he was out, what kept him out. No. I just want to put that out there. But I thought, Riddle would be like, you know what? I'm tired of this. I thought he would get mad instantly and just go, I want to challenge you at SummerSlam. I'd be cool with that. But they don't think that's going to happen. So instead, here's what I think is going to happen. There's two different ways this can go. You either give Riddle and Randy Orton the tag titles, and they dance around with them for maybe about a month or two, and then Randy Orton turns his back on Riddle, and then boom, they start their program like that. Or you have Randy Orton RKO Riddle in the middle of the match, Randy Orton walks out, and AJ Styles no must retain the titles like that. So there's two different scenarios that this can go. I'm kind of more leaning on Riddle and Orton winning the tag team championships for WWE's point of view. I'm looking at it through that way. So if it goes down that way, I can't be mad. I mean, I can't be happy either. But it is what it is. It's to be expected. I mean, you got AJ Styles, Randy Orton, and Matt Riddle all in one match. Should be a fantastic match. You got the element of Omos, who's still learning. But it's cool. You got AJ Styles behind you. You can learn a lot. I don't know what you can learn from the height that you are, but it is what it is. But yeah, I got Matt Riddle and Randy Orton winning the tag team championships. The problem with them winning the titles, the problem with either team walking out champions is they don't have really any opponents really after. I mean, maybe RKO Bro will probably defend against maybe the New Day, and they could probably create something off that. They can defend against the Viking Raiders. I don't know what much they can do with that. It all depends. But yeah, I got probably more Riddle and Orton becoming tag champions. All right, next match we got the Raw Women's Championship in a triple threat match as Nikki Ash defends against Rhea Ripley and Charlotte. I want to say this right now. I hope this is the last time these three women see each other. I hope this is the last match because I'm sick and tired of seeing all three of these women already. Charlotte and Rhea have been seeing each other since WrestleMania Backlash, and that was in May. And nothing has been resolved between those two. If you think about it. I mean, look, Rhea was Raw Women's Champion. She retained the title by pinning Asuka, so she never pinned Charlotte. So Charlotte thought she had something. Then Rhea and Charlotte go at it Hell in a Cell, and then Rhea gets herself disqualified because she believes she got one up on Charlotte, which was stupid. Then they finally battle out on Money in the Bank. Great match. Great match. Charlotte wins. Then Nikki Ash wins Money in the Bank. Cashes it in on Charlotte the next night. And boom, she's a Raw Women's Champion. And since then it's been nothing but Nikki versus Charlotte, Charlotte versus Rhea versus, well, I don't think Charlotte versus Rhea ever wouldn't happen on Raw, which is interesting. It's been Nikki versus Charlotte back to back, Rhea versus Nikki. Like it's too much, bro. It's too much. And Nikki has lost to both of them. She's lost to both of them. So Nikki's not really coming into this match with any momentum. So it's pretty likely that she may lose this title on Saturday. And would I be cool with that? I would be just fine with that. I would not mind it. I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't. Nope, not at all. I would not mind it. I wouldn't care. Because I'm not really fond of this whole Nikki Ash thing on almost a superhero. You are the Raw Women's Champion. Why are you almost a superhero as the Raw Women's Champion? That makes no sense. So what are you, almost a champion? While being a champion? What logic is that? That makes no logical sense. That's why this shit gotta go. Like, bro, I was fine with Nikki when she was this crazy, batshit crazy individual. Insanity. I was fine with Nikki like that. Because it was cool. Then she got to the main roster and they just buried the whole fucking gimmick. So now it's like, okay, we just dealing with this stupidness. Like, all right, if I say Nikki's losing, who's he losing to? Who should be champion? Do I give it back to Rick? Damn. I don't know who you would give it to. I don't know if you would give it back to Rick. Like, because whoever wins gets to be champion again. So it's like, who likely? I probably give Rhea more than anything. If they want to give it to Charlotte, listen, I don't care. I don't care who wins. I just hope this is over. They just never face again. That's all I care for. If I was to pick a winner, I'd probably go Charlotte. Yeah, probably Charlotte wins. I'd probably say Charlotte. Screw it. But Nikki is getting that pin. She's either getting that pin or that submission. Simple as that. She's taking the fall. She's taking the fall. That's just how I see it. That's just how I see it. All right. Next up, the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. The Usos versus the Mysterios. The Usos versus the Mysterios for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. So there's a little bit of a story building in this, but it's not really between Mysterios and Usos. It's literally between the Mysterios themselves. So Rey Mysterio feels Dominic hasn't been focused lately. He feels he's been making a lot of mistakes out there. He feels his mindset is not 100% there. And he's afraid that Dominic may not be ready. Because, mind you, Rey Mysterio has but little time left in that ring. He's 40. He's 40. How old is Rey? I think he's, 46, 47? He's pretty much almost Edge's age. So he has but little time left. So he wants to make sure Dominic is ready to be out on his own without his father out there, things like that. And that may come into play in this match where Dominic is focused, but then he takes his eye off the ball one time, and then one of the Usos take advantage of that. They pin Dominic, and boom, they retain. And then Rey gets so mad and frustrated, he can't control himself. He says something crazy. He does something crazy. May hit his son, push his son. I don't know. Or maybe Dominic gets mad, frustrated. He pushes Rey, gets mad. I feel like something is going to happen. Like, something's going to happen. And then one of them walk out the ring and just walk in the back and just don't look back. I feel like that scenario is going to happen, and it might. But as likely as that part may happen, I do have the Usos retaining, off the fact that Dominic may not be focused or Rey may not be focused, whatever the case is. But I feel like that's gonna happen. And the family still got the tag team championships. Will the family have all the titles? We'll get to the main event when we get there. But I got the Usos retaining. Yeah, should be a great match. All right, next up, we got the Rated R Superstar. We got Edge versus the Friday Night Messiah. I don't even know if he goes by that anymore. Seth Rollins. Embrace the vision. First time ever. This match has all the makings of stealing the show. Am I 100% all right with that? I am 100% all right with that. Because these two have the ability to steal the show. Edge has shown me since coming back last year that he is definitely still got it. And he definitely could still put on a classic. And it's amazing to me. I did not think Edge could... I thought Edge could put on a decent match. I didn't think Edge would put on classics. He put on a classic at Backlash last year against Randy Orton. He went the distance in the Royal Rumble and won it from number one this past January. He put on a hell of a classic against Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. And he put on an instant classic against Roman Reigns at Money in the Bank. So for him against Seth Rollins, I don't really see nothing short of a classic. The question is who wins. Damn. Seth needs him more, obviously. Because if we're trying to book Seth as one of the next challengers for the Universal Championship. Seth definitely needs this win more. But if you're trying to do like a 2-match series with these two, or maybe a trilogy, then Edge would probably win this. If you want to do a rematch at Payback, which I feel like they may happen, and if it does, then voila. You know what I'm saying? I probably got Edge winning this more than anything. Yeah, I probably got Edge winning this more than anything. Yeah, I got Edge winning. But if it's a one-off, I would give this to Seth. If it's a one-off, I would give it to Seth, because Seth wants it. Seth needs it more. And if Edge should be back to put over a young talent. And while Seth isn't really that young, he's still technically is still one of the mainstays of the company. So you want to give it to Seth. So I still think Edge might win regardless. So if Edge wins, Edge wins. It is what it is. Although I don't believe Edge has won anything since he beat Orton at WrestleMania last year, and he won the Rumble this past year. So I guess let's give Edge something before he retires. You know what I'm saying? Let's give him a win. I see a championship reign in his future. Trust me, I do. It's only time will tell. All right. So we got 3 matches left. 3, right? We should have 3 matches left. U.S. Championship, both Tag Team Championships, Alexa Bliss versus Eva Marie, Drew, Jinder. Wait, hold on. U.S. Championship, Tag Team Championship, Raw Women's Championship. Yep, we got 3 matches left. All right, so I just wanted to be sure. All right, next up is the Smackdown Women's Championship. We got the EST WWE Bianca Belair defending against the Boss Sasha Banks in a WrestleMania rematch. They become one of a good amount of people to not only have a WrestleMania match, but a SummerSlam match in the same year. I saw because WWE put out this on Instagram. Brock and Seth had it. I think Brock and Seth were the recent ones. Yeah, Brock and Seth were the recent ones. Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar had one. Yeah, et cetera, et cetera. I ain't gonna get into far into that. So Sasha Banks comes back after not being seen since WrestleMania week. She teams up with Bianca. They win the main event. Then Sasha turns her back, and then boom, here we are. We all knew this was gonna happen, and be honestly, this was the best option you could do for one of your biggest pay-per-views of the year. Because as I said, with Bayley being out, the SmackDown Women's division is very thin. Because if you really think about it, as I said before, so it was only a 3-woman show. It was Bianca, Sasha, and Bayley. That's it. And it still is that, because Carmella is Carmella. Zelina Vega is just there. The SmackDown, I'm sorry, that's not SmackDown. The WWE Tag Team Champions, Natalya and Tamina, are just holding down the very, very, very thin women's tag team division. Tegan Knox, Tegan Knox and Shotzi are kind of together, so I don't see them going near the championship yet until they break up at some point. I don't know where the hell Liv Morgan is, and I have no idea where Toni Storm is. Toni Storm debuts one time, and she hasn't been seen since. And Liv Morgan, I think Liv Morgan probably hurt herself. I think she probably got injured. That's probably the only thing I could really sit here and think, that she got hurt, because I think after Money in the Bank, she hasn't been seen since. So I probably put that on. She's probably hurt. Let's see. Yeah, but since I don't know where 2 of the women are, and a couple of them are just there. Sasha Banks is the only best option. Of course, Bianca Belair is walking out. I don't really see her losing this. If you were to take this off Sasha, I'm sorry. If Sasha was to take this, I don't know what route you go. Because since you put Hell in a Cell a little earlier than expected, not like you can do that match. So there's not really a end all be all match you can really do. Maybe there isn't. I just don't know. But I got Bianca retaining in a hell of a match. It should be a hell of a match. Pretty much like what we saw at WrestleMania. Pretty much the same thing. I don't put nothing past that. All right. World Championship match time. The world titles. All right. Bobby Lashley, the almighty. We almighty Bobby Lashley will defend the WWE Championship against Goldberg. Goldberg is back in another championship match for reasons I have no idea. He's here to supposedly put over talent, which we know that isn't the case. All right. So here's how this goes down. We know this match is not going to last nothing longer than 3 minutes. We know that. We know we're just going to see abundance of spears from Goldberg. We'll probably just see an abundance of spears from Lashley. And then Bobby Lashley puts Goldberg in the Hurt Lock. And probably Bobby makes Goldberg tap in less than 3 seconds. Because I believe if Lashley has that hold on Goldberg for anything longer than 10 seconds, I will greatly sit here and tell you that Lashley will break Goldberg's neck. I promise you. I promise. That's how fragile Goldberg. I swear. He will break his neck in that. Do you see how brolic Lashley is, sir? Like, he will, man. Goldberg better just sit there and just go, oh, it's been a second. All right. Tap. That's it. This is tap. Boom. Call it a day. We gone. Now, I've been hearing something lately. Not lately, but I've been hearing it. Ever since Biggie won Money in the Bank, I've been hearing it. So, here's how I've been hearing how one scenario could be. Lashley wins. Goldberg does like a post-match assault. A post-match beatdown, right? Maybe a couple spears here and there, Lashley's down. Big E comes out of nowhere. Cashes it in. Gets his revenge on his New Day brethren. And Big E becomes WWE Champion. That's possible. But seeing what they have going on right now with the Money in the Bank, I don't know if that may happen at SummerSlam. Only time will tell. Maybe they'll do something wacky and crazy. I don't know. But we'll see. Only time will tell. But that is a scenario we could look out for. Only time will tell. I'll be down with it. I mean, listen, I'll be down with it. Big E winning WWE Championship? Of course. Of course. I'll be all for that. You'll see me back here. I'll be going crazy. I will be going crazy. But Bobby Lashley's definitely winning this match. I do not see Bobby Lashley losing this match. Lord help you if Bobby Lashley loses this match. Especially if he dominates somebody like Goldberg, puts him on his resume. That's a beautiful thing. I got Bobby Lashley winning. Simple as that. All right. All that leading up to the main event of the evening. We got the tribal chief, the head of the table, the big dog, Roman Reigns, defending the Universal Championship against one of the greatest of all time, the 16-time world champion, Juan Cena, or John Cena. All right. I kind of broke this down before in a previous video. Check that out. All right. I've been tossing back and forth about this, and I don't know why. Because at first I had Roman winning. Because it makes sense. You beat Edge, and then you beat John Cena. You beat Edge last month, then you beat John Cena next. That's some exclusive company, bro. That's not bad, my guy. Like, that is not bad at all. Then I started thinking, could John Cena walk out Universal Champion? Could he walk out with the 17th world title? Then I thought about it again. No, he should not win it here. If anything, reserve that moment for WrestleMania. Reserve that night for WrestleMania. Because a prestigious moment like that deserves to be on the biggest stage of them all. WrestleMania. Definitely. And it definitely should be for the WWE title. Definitely. Because if we're thinking how we are thinking, Roman may hold that title until Mania. It's a possibility. If they do that, beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Make sure you keep Roman's character fresh until that time. You have to keep it fresh. Hopefully they do. Hopefully they give him new challengers, new matches, and him being able to put out nothing but instant classics. And this is what I'm expecting this match to be. Nothing but an instant classic. Because ever since Roman became heel, his match work, his ring work has been spot on beautiful. It has been great. It's been amazing. And I will think nothing less of this. And of course, John Cena, when put with the right person and put in the right scenarios, he'll definitely put on a classic himself. Absolutely. So I'm expecting nothing less of an instant classic, and I expect Roman Reigns to walk out Universal Champion, which means I believe the family will retain both the tag titles and the Universal Championship. Yes. And that's how we go in SummerSlam. Roman Reigns, championship up in the air, Cena down, Roman head up high, telling the audience, you should acknowledge me. Yes. I'll be cool with that. And those are my SummerSlam predictions. It's going to be a long show. This was a long prediction video. Buckle up. We got a long weekend ahead of us. So until next time, it's been Rose, man. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the love and support. As always, you already know what it is, man. Until next time, peace, love, 100. You heard?